First thing you should do if your suspension quit is have a look. There's gonna be a fuse in here, and in my case it's this one. I changed it once already, it blew, so that one is good for now. If it blows again, I'll actually put a different fuse in there. Like I'll just downgrade this to a 40 amp blade fuse. This is what a Dodge truck looks from underneath going down the gravel road twice. Okay, so yeah, and there, that cover, this boy right here, I mean, obviously I've undone one of these clips already and didn't put another one back in, but in behind here is our air compressor that's given us the trouble, and I got a fix for that one. At least I hope so. I'm trying to put on a battery blanket and see if that will cure my issue. The good thing is, this thing will plug into the truck itself, because the truck has a 150 watt inverter in it. So my hopes are high that I can run this at home, plug her in, leave it alone, will be warm. And then when I'm on the road with no plug-in around, well, between the exhaust heat and this thing, it should do the trick. Oh, something I forgot. Because Dodge used these horrible clips, well, or retainers, don't bother with the Phillips that it has to screw it out. That only works when they're brand new, and sometimes not even then. Just take a flat blade screwdriver and just jam it in there. There, maybe. And then if you weren't filming, you could do this better than me. But you can basically pop her out. This over-engineered shit. The compressor runs all the time. There's the valve. That one. That thing, that black thing there. That there. He is the one to distribute air to the airbags. Well, that's fine and dandy. The compressor has to run all the time, whether there is pressure in the system or not. When it deflates or when it inflates the airbags, it always runs. I don't know if they do that because of a check valve they have to open up so that, you know, you don't just lose air, or I just don't know. But if the compressor don't turn and build pressure, the whole system don't work. Now, I did check previously whether or not there is water in the line, and I could go into detail about that, but basically right there is a hose that attaches, and then there's a little filter in the top behind the rear tail light, but it's fine. So it's solely because when you see the ice and the snow in here, see, that's under that cover. It's great. It has the right holes to get the snow in, but the wrong holes to get the snow back out. And then it freezes up around the compressor. Now, the snow insulates, so when you do have a warm exhaust, it doesn't get right back there. It will actually melt the snow first, and yeah, that just doesn't work. So let's give this battery blanket a try. 17 left, so you need at least 20 inches, I'd say 24-inch zip ties. Okay, but she's in there. Okay, so one zip tie would have been fine, but in German we always say doppelt hält besser. Double lasts longer, or double holds better, or however you want to translate it. So we got her wrapped here. That one is 50 watts, because I figured 50 watts should be alright if I want to leave it plugged in. I wasn't sure how many revolutions it would wrap. It's a 28-inch 50 watt blanket, and I double wrapped it on the right side where it would need a little more heat, where it has a little bit more cooling. So, and the inside is just a single wrap. Yeah, and it does include those lines. It shouldn't burn through or melt anything with 50 watts. So now if I wanted to, I can run an extension cord to the house, plug it in, or run an extension cord to the front of the truck, plug it in. And if there's anything I would do, I would run an extension cord from the inside back here so that I can just plug it in. You don't have an extension cord hanging outside, and you can do it while driving. Yeah, sorry I didn't film the install because nobody's got time for that. Service suspension. See your dealer. Oh yeah, so the one thing this wrap will also do, the compressor is normally suspended. It will heat the compressor, but it will also hold it stiff. Who knows if that's a good or a bad thing. Well, it's getting warm, but sure is not in a hurry. Okay, so if we want to run it, we'll probably run it in between here and there, and will never be seen. Although I would like for this to be an easy access, but I guess there is no such thing. I could put it above the bumper, but we'll give this a try. Did we grab the right wire loop? No, this is borderline. Holy shit. But you will work. I don't need to wire loom the whole thing, just where it's going to touch part of the vehicle, because obviously this is a 3-strand wire. So we've got a live wire, neutral, and the ground. If we short out against the vehicle, that would suck. Well, I guess we would know. Sexy bunnies! Okay. I don't know if this is being recorded properly or not. People don't realize how much time that takes extra to film something versus just doing the work. It is unreal. Okay, stranger things have been done before. I know that much for sure. But now she's hidden away, so she's under here, and we'll have to see if that's a good place or not. But it's been warming up, so it's working. Okay, moment of truth. Now in here it's -9 now. It's doing it. Don't even hear the compressor anymore. I was like, yeah, it's raising, but there's no compressor. Apparently that wrapping actually silenced that too. But it works. Holy shit. Due to payload. So now that, the payload issue, I think has to do with the valve. The ice on the sensors and that valve. So unfortunately that doesn't work. And then it's stuck. Yeah, so it has him due to payload. So I just restarted the truck and I ran it up to the first level. Now it's doing all of it. Now it's doing the full program. No, it's doing all of it. But still, it is an issue with that load control. That's another problem. So I have to see if getting heat to that valve will fix that. Usually, I fixed the load control issue by at least going to the first ride height setting. And then it would cure itself. As long as it doesn't lock out. Still lowering. It's slow. That is so cool. I bet you that compressor's only half as noisy now. That's cool. That's a nice side effect. I would make it so it also plugs in the block heater. So you unplug one cord and don't forget about it. That would suck. All right.